Thank you. I'll be alright, though. The post-festival party was so much fun. Especially with you. See you soon!
Their effort is being ignored, and yet they continue to give it their all. That's today's youth for you, I guess. What? Anyway, about what Akechi-kun said earlier.
And now it's time for your favorite shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special! Round of applause, everyone!
Want to go someplace where we can be alone? There's something I want to talk to you about. Enjoy the post-festival party. Just stop by the Students' Association room when you're done.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then. How about the good sir over there? Well then, come on up. Now, you're not shy, are you? He's either a carefree spirit who does as he pleases, or an airhead who's oblivious to the situation. All right, now that the audience is warmed up, let's move on to our next participant.
That was quick. You know how Akechi-kun was talking about the true identity of the Phantom Thieves? Well, let me know if you're in any trouble, okay? I'll be there to help you. I'm trying to be serious here. No matter what's going on around you, I'll always be on your side. I know I always end up depending on you because you're so reliable. But depend on me sometimes, all right? No, we're at school, remember? It's not exactly a substitute, but I can give you this. This is embarrassing. That's a relief. All right, I'm going back to work. Oh, and about what you just asked me to do, I'm pretty okay with it. As long as we're not at school. Get home safely.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh. One more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it?
I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. Really? When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? you serious? You really are a phantom thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a phantom thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault!
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real phantom thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the phantom thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Just do as I say. If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired. We're gonna win. No.
Nice. Hey, hey.
Sorry.
Hey, wait! Well then.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it. I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen? That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right? I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Mechad. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Mechad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh. I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay. Hey! Man! Wow! Oh!
Well, where's the manuscript? I can't do this. I'm done for. Just keep writing. The president can still grant you an amnesty.
For real? Oh! Okay. Well then.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with the sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? I can't really explain it, but I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone. Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Beats me. I hope it's just my imagination, though. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Well, like her history with men.
You're Phantom Thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into. So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky! I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then! How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Code name?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Do you have a moment? Oh? That settles it.
Joker.
Wait!
Okay.
So...
Dude, you plan...
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time? I'm glad to see you remember.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous. I can see it.
Indeed.
Welcome. Come on.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get after her, Joker. Joker, there's a chest. Joker.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all. I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood! Taste my wrath!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Now, Robin!
Come!
Hail Rider!
Go down! Here he comes! Screw you!
I don't know what's Persona! It's trial and error time. Who's kicked off? Hey, listen to me!
Persona! There!
You're right.
crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay. So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low. Nice! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Make sure you close up.
For real?
Jeez.
Hey! Okay. Hey! Hey, inmate!
The inmate. Change your mind? Your turn, Caroline. Taking it out already? Looks a little stronger. You want to let it out? The inmate needs our finished. Are you finished?
What?
No slacking off.
Oh! Well, what's up? No, not like that!
Phew.
Hey!
Oh.
Hmm.
All right.
Later. He doesn't have any clues, but he's confident enough to say he can definitely catch the guy. No wonder he's a star detective. Even the way he talks about these things is different from us.
You'd like to read the compendium? Registration? You'd like to register this? These are the paths you have walked. Is this what you want? A fee is required. This is your power. Is this what you want? on already? What?
It is time, inmate.
Good evening.
Here we go. Is this? What shall we do?
What?
That'd be helpful.
All right.
Goodbye. Good morning. My sister is serious. Her determination to win this fight is reflected in that casino. She won't be easy to beat. I know that better than anyone. I want to understand our situation as soon as possible. Let's go to the palace today. Sorry. Perhaps I am getting a bit too high-strung, but I can't bear seeing my sister like this. We'll stop her, no matter what. If you're going by any chance, let me know. I'll make sure I'm ready at a moment's notice.
Now, everyone.
Well...
What's this about?
What do you want to do? Oh! Wow!
All right.
Ah. That's annoying.
Yep. Hey. My. Hey. Hey. I'm so glad. Hello, Sakura-san. I'm sorry for asking this of you.
It's all good. Not like I have customers to deal with. So, this is what you grew?
Yes. I'd like an honest opinion from a culinary professional.
Let me see. To be honest, both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I'd call market grade.
I see.
But it's impressive you managed to grow anything at all up on a rooftop of all places.
I'm honored to hear you say that.
You know, I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing. Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
I first came across the plant in my house. It's possible that it's an experimental breed created for use at Okumura Foods. Thank you very much for the input, Sakura-san. I'll take note of that. He's right. That was the same thought I had. I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing. I agree. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom Thieves. This is actually the only thing I can honestly say I'm good at. Thank you for worrying about me, but I find the work relaxing. Hey, do you think you could help me out again sometime? Like you did today? It's a deal. We're like real Phantom Thieves. Okay, I'll do my best from now on.
It seems you were probing into a certain conglomerate. There's the possibility you even infiltrated their company building. Perhaps some sort of connection? Tell me about this person.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion with the birth of the Empress.
All right.
Still, he was right. The taste leaves much to be desired.
Yo.
All right.
Time to head home.
You know, so...
Hey! Hey! Huh? Hey! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Okay! Okay, let's get going. Whoa! Oh! Let's get back.
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
Hmm? Yeah. Hmm?
Searching all along, complacent while alone, without a sign, without resting. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter.
What do you want? What shall we do?
Please don't take off my mask.
Good evening. Yes.
What?
Is this?
All right.
Good morning. Speaking of which...
That's disappointing. Let's see how you're doing.
This is it.
Oh, not bad.
No way.
Nice going! I see. Hey! Oh, Mako-chan! I didn't realize we'd take the same train.
Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you.
Oh, were you?
Yep. How should I put this? Our battles from this point forward are only going to get tougher, right? So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some new tactics. In the end, I came up with something, but I realized I'll need your help with it.
Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
Mako-chan?
Now that I think about it, this is probably going to sound rather absurd.
Don't worry. If it's your idea, Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it?
Huh?
So, any thoughts?
What a great idea! I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out.
Mm-hmm. Just leave it to me. But wow, Mako-chan, you come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that.
Do you? I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
We just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us as soon as they possibly could?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Listen up! Really? Listen up. That's
Very well.
nice. Yep.
Huh?
Oh.
I'll just add this.
Thanks.
You going or what? Persona!
Ooh, that was cool.
Let's go.
Hail Rider!
Go down.
Damn it!
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
Cerberus! Ravage them! Useless.
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
Here he comes!
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
Persona. This isn't it. Never mind.
There! Here he comes!
Joker, are you alright? This one. Defense up! Joker, you're on the floor! Watch out!
What the hell? For real?
Power courses through me.
Seriously? I'm so embarrassed.
Ah, you're back.
inmate.
The real question to be asked.
Time for some rehabilitation. Let's execute him.
To a world beyond this one. I see. A strong persona indeed. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a fraction of power. It will receive a fraction of power. Now for a rebirth.
Now choose. Looks pretty tough.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
Can you gather them up?
Power requires sacrifice.
You change your mind?
You'd like to read the compendium? You want to read? Are you sure?
Time for some rehabilitation. Some modification, huh?
It appears it will become something protective.
Let's
fusion.
Looks pretty tough. Looks pretty tough.
You wish for more power than you can handle?
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive extraordinary power. Then let us begin.
Now choose! Finished for now? Justine, you handle this. These are the paths you have walked. You'll withdraw this and accept. You lack patience. Are you finished? What? It is time, inmate.
Hey. Also, not bad. How about this? Very impressive. How about this? Leave it to me. All right. Good night, then. I should write something.
Yeah.
Yo! Really? Hey, hey!
Alright, see you.
Wow! Well, what's up?
There's no use talking about it.
Yo! Really? Hey, hey! Hmm? Yeah. I'll go! Whoa! Hmm? Oh, that's right! That's...
Ah, you're back.
Been searching all along, complacent while alone, without a sign, without grasping it.
Please, consider what I have to say. Good evening. Thank you.
Hiding both face and mind.
A weekly magazine reported that Kuramoto was the real culprit in the fund's misappropriation case. Old man Kuramoto will likely be forced to retire from the political world. The police can't do anything because it was 20 years ago. But he has a moral obligation. I hear his grandson Benzo resigned from the party as... It could be due to Matsushita's influence, or perhaps it's just the party's way of atoning. Now it's all up to me and my abilities.
When's your speech gonna start, Tyrannuske? We can't wait!
To think that people would be excited to hear me speak. The article mentioned I didn't want the real culprit to be named, even though I knew who it was. Apparently, people admire me for having quietly accepted a false charge for 20 years. I didn't intend for any of this to happen, though. Yes, I'll be careful not to make a slip of the tongue. I've struggled for the past 20 years, but I can put that all behind me after the election. Oh, look at the time. I should get started. Today will be the last day I'll request help from a phantom thief. I don't intend to meddle. Everything I've told you has been based on assumptions. But if you're still willing to listen, then I think you should focus on your work. Because the time is now. I can't think of anything else to teach you. You are now an expert on giving speeches. I taught you all I know about the art of public speaking, in return for you supporting a guy like me. And over time, you became someone who shared my beliefs. Thanks to you, I was able to overcome my crisis these last few months. I will strive for the royal road of politics, thinking of you as you walk down your own path. But if you ever find yourself in harm's way on your journey, I will be there to help you. We'll be comrades who reform the world together.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the sun, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
I'm sure you will accomplish everything you set out to do. Thank you for everything. All right, it's time to begin.
Yoshida's speech is about to start.
I cut my date short so I could watch this, you know?
Through a method that differs from mine, he was trying to reform the world. As you know, that is a very large mountain to cross. Unfortunately, I am unable to travel the same path as him. However, I will not say goodbye, because we will surely meet at the peak. He is desperately doing what he aspires to do. So I encourage you all, please find what it is that you aspire to do. And I will support you, because that is what I aspire to do.
Way to go, Tyrannuske!
I believe in you!
My. Yes.
Oh, no. How about you? Too bad.
Yeah. No.
Hello. Ah, yes.
Hey. Thanks. Yes!
Huh.
Come on.
Seriously?
No way, man.
Yeah.
By the way,
Ugh!
go!
Hey. Yeah.
All right.
Let's get back. Bye.
Ah, you're back.
Hey, hey!
Good evening. Hey.
Ah.
Okay, I understand. Good evening.
Ah.
Thank you. Well, this place should do nicely. This. Remember what I told you? If you ever won against me using my right hand, I'd take you on with everything I've got. That wasn't enough to satisfy me. It's your own fault, though. Your insight allowing you to determine my dominant hand, your quick wit, and most of all, how fast you've grown. You've exceeded my expectations in every way. Thus, I've built up this urge to duel you, without holding anything back. Thank you for indulging my selfish request. No need for pleasantries at this point, correct?
Let's go!
You won't be able to defeat me unless you actually fight with lethal intent. Now, show me your true skills.
Persona! Go down!
Show me what you can do.
Cerberus! There!
Nice. How fascinating. Can you take this? So you're fast?
Persona! Kiyomi! Go down!
Oh, not bad.
Persona!
This was not expected. No wonder you're the leader of the Phantom Thieves. You've caught up to me on this front already, too. Of course not. But if we go any further, we'd both go beyond the point of no return, wouldn't we? In all honesty, I'd love to see just how far we can go. But we have an important mission coming up. Until that's finished, you're a vital ally to me. We're done here. Let's go. Once again, I've learned something new about you today. As allies fighting alongside one another, your strength is truly reassuring. In all honesty, it's to the point that I'd be relying on you in a pinch. Is that so? Well, that would please me greatly. I'm sorry I asked you to indulge me, but I do feel a bit better now. All right. By the way, about that duel. If we had fought to the end, do you see yourself winning? I had a feeling you'd say that. I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I hate you. Your deft handling of your unfortunate circumstances, your uniqueness, your ability to surpass me, all these irritate me. You're the one person I refuse to lose to. Without a doubt. Even I was unaware that it was this severe. I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I hate you. You have this win today, but next time I will be victorious. Let this be my proof. There's a tradition in the West to throw one's glove at their opponent when demanding a duel. Make certain that you never forget, I am the one who will defeat you. Look at the time. Let's call it a day, for now.
Hey! Wow! Oh!
All right.
Let's get started.
Well...
What's this?
What do you want to do? Hey! Hey! Oh! Yeah. Hey.
Apologies.
Yep.
Hello. Ah, yes.
Welcome back. Really? Um... Um... I...
All right.
All right. Okay?
back. Yeah.
Please, take your time.
How can I help you?
Yeah. Wow. Well, what's up?
What do you want?
Yep.
I'm really raking it in.
Wow. Well. Well then.
Please, no! The elephant! It's coming this way!
Game over.
All right.
I see.
Thank you.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Next time, then.
Hey, hey!
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Confessing while I know.
Well then.
Without you, without a sign, without looking the real question should be asked. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade. Hiding both
Please consider what I have to say. Good evening.
I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask. Revealing
Well then.
moments of calm. Nothing left to be found.
Is that so?
I hear a rally from me. That's where I found an empty glass, reflecting as a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need them back. I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade. Heart in both face and mind.
Thanks. Hmm? Yeah.
That's not true!
Futaba.
All right.
Oh.
Hey! Let's go.
Phew.
All right.
Ah, you're back. Yo.
Hey! Oh!
I'll just add this.
All right, then. I always think about Wakaba on the anniversary of her death, but it's been a while since I visited. I've been so busy with the shop and all. No, that's not it. The guilt is what kept me from coming. I thought Wakaba would be angry with me. But now that I managed to get Futaba over here, I can finally meet her with my head held high. I sure kept her waiting. But it felt good to tell her about how much Futaba's improved lately. Oh, I told her about you, too. Idiot. I should be the one thanking you. This is the first time the four of us are all together.
Sojiro, what are you smirking for?
This is what my real smile looks like.
I approve.
Oh, I have some news. The family court gave me a call the other day. Futaba's uncle decided to retract his report. It was because of you, wasn't it? I wonder if the day'll come that she goes out to be someone's bride. I'm sure she'll make a fine lady either way. After all, she is Wakaba's daughter. Do all fathers have to go through this anxiety? You know, I really just wanted to have you help out at the store, but you showed me so much more. You showed me I have a family I need to protect, not just Futaba, but you, too. I may not always be reliable, but feel free to come to me if anything happens. I'll be there for you, as family. And, I know, I'll teach you everything I can. You're a full-fledged man now. That might not be enough to return the favor, but it's all I can do.
I am thy bond, thou hast...
All right. All right.
Oh, and, could you not, you know, get with Futaba? I can't imagine you calling me father. Although, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing?
I hunger! Curry time!
Yeah. Let's go home.
Hello? Yes. I see.
You have your notes? You know it, right? Do you know anything?
just add this.